Hey, what's up, y'all? How you doing? Christopher Crawfish Cruise. Yeah. Listen, I wrote a poem, right, that I want to share with y'all. I hope you like it. You know, being out here in the elements, sometimes it's good to, embrace your creative side. Yeah. Here we go. Choked out, kicked out, bought out, dirt cheap, cheap dirt, crime scene, rich perk, build up, build out, poor folk, pushed out, city changed, small change, me and mama catch plane. First year, not bad. Year two, mama bad. Big change, nursing home. Left me so broke. Out on the street, out on the corner. Cheap wine and marijuana. You try. Try you. Go ahead and try you. Be straight on the street. Street life ain't straight. Dreams die. To live, I kill part of me. Or say, can you see me blacker than ever? Believe me, I soon live in a free teepee using a house for my peepee. The housing costs are so high, the rent is out of my reach. And you think I preach it? Believe me, homeless is not very easy. Christopher Crawfish Cruise. Yep. By way of Louisiana Bywater, currently bedding down in the city by the bay, baby. I didn't move here. I was moved. Bulldozed, storm hit, lost shit, shipped off, now lost. But a convenient location, right by the freeway. Yeah, free rent. This here, my tent. Come on in. Come on. You see the marvels of a wretched life, the remains of an ancient meth pipe. If you swivel your head to the right and you put on these night goggles, you can watch the mice as they tightrope across my clothing line. Don't worry about that one. He falls all the time. Oh, and if you look out the crack, you can see my fat neighbor's sack being lifted by a strong man's back. Hey, hands off. I ain't got much in here, but I got jokes. I can share some jokes with you. $1 to make you laugh. What do you say? Nope. Okay. You see, I used to do a stand-up comedy back at Larry's stripper spot in New Orleans. Yeah, I was killing them, sending them straight to St. Mary's Cemetery in stitches. But then, 2005, Hurricane Katrina. 2006, urban renewal. 2007, I found myself living in the most expensive city in America. When I didn't move here, I was moved. So, sometimes it's hard to move my emotions or raise my spirits high enough so I'm floating on light humor, you know? But when I can, and I do, I clang some pots together, draw my neighbors out their tent so I could try some new material to get back their 2 cents. The other day, I was standing in front of Whole Foods, and as people come out, I'm doing what homeless people do. I was asking for a donation. I wasn't begging. Excuse me, would you like to donate to my tent repair fund? Most people looked away, probably judging my intelligence, figuring I'm uneducated because I mispronounced the word donate. But what they don't realize is, a donation is more profound than a donation. See, I'm asking a question and making a political statement at the same time. It's a social commentary on the international perception of homeless people. Donations give a fuck about me and donations give a fuck about y'all. Fair question, right? So this one hipster dude actually stops. He got on the International Hipster uniform, you know, oversized beard, undersized jeans, and some funky boot shoes and a plaid shirt. So I repeat, excuse me, would you like to donate to my tent repair fund? And he was like, what's wrong with your tent? And I says, it's a tent. And then he's like, well, does it have a hole? Is it ripped? And I says, no. And he says, well, how do you plan to repair it? And I says, well, I'm going to get me some cement, some 4x4 beams, and some bricks. And he was like, bricks? And I was like, yeah, bricks. And he's like, how do you plan to repair the tent with cement, 4x4 beams, and bricks? And I was like, well, I'm going to find me some nails. Yeah. And then I'm going to nail the wood together surrounding the tent. And then I'm going to stack cement on top of bricks on top. He's like, wait a minute. Sounds like you're building a house. And I said, nah, man. I'm expanding my tent. And he's like, well, then it's not a tent repair fund. And I said, you know what? You are right. Would you like to donate to my tent expansion fund? Stitches, I tell you. Stitches.